Good morning, students. Today our topic is HTML, and in HTML, today we discuss about HTML list. So there are different types of list in HTML. These are ordered list, unordered list, and description list. And this is a very important topic as far as HTML is concerned, as far as the syllabus is concerned. So just remember these tags and the functionality of these tags, how they behave, and first of all, let's start with HTML ordered list. Ordered list means there is a certain type of numbering in a list, and for this purpose, there is a tag used named OL. OL tag is used for that purpose. And as we know that list is nothing but only the representation of data in a systematic manner. So this systematic manner may be ordered format or maybe unordered format, means there may be some representations of numbers, or there may be some representation using some symbols. So using some symbols is called the unordered, and using numbers or a b c d, that in characters, or we can write it in Roman also. So all these are order type of list. So order list is represented by OL tag, as I told you here, and within OL tag the item of the list are represented using li tag. Li for list items, and the item list will be marked with numbers by default, and by default they are numbered by 1 2 3 4 and up to so on. So we can change it, but by default if we don't give any type of marking, then it is by default number. And here you can see there is a small example here for order list in HTML. So just write OL first of all, and within OL different data items, such as there is a order list here, and we can see that there are three different data items here: coffee, tea, milk. These are the different data items of a list here. So you can make a list of these three items, and since this is a ordered list, so counting starts from automatically from 1 here. So up first of all 1, so coffee uh, is placed at position 1, then at 2 position number 2 tea is there, and milk is at 3 position, number 3 position. So uh, let us execute this program in HTML and check the functionality of HTML. Remember that OL and li tag both are the close tags, and within OL tag li should be mentioned to list to list the different members of an ordered list. So you can see that, and there are different types of marking in ordered list. You can mark number of items using numbers, using alphabets in small or capital letters, etc. But first of all, let us execute this program. Go to this notepad file, and write your program here. This is your program, but it is not complete. So give body tag, because body is the main tag which contain the whole data of a web page. So just write body, and close the body tag here. And body tag itself a part of HTML tag, which is also a root tag. So as you know that all the programming regarding to HTML is written within HTML tag. So just start from HTML tag and ends with HTML tag also. And then body, you can write head tag and title tag, but if you don't write head and title tag, then web page is displayed without any title name. So it is not very compulsory it is optional part. So here I don't put any head or title tag here. Inside the head, title tag should be mentioned. So without any title, web page should be displayed. So you can see that HTML tag is a root tag, and within HTML tag body tag is there, and within body tag OL tag must lie, or all the content which we want to display on the screen must be written within body tag. So OL tag is written within body tag, and after that the list of the items of a list of the item of the list should be displayed using li tag, as you see here. Now just save the program, give a small name as small as possible for your convenience. Here I give this name P. Here P is the name of text file also, and save both this file on desktop. So just save it. So now we have two files, one text files and second is HTML file here, and you can see that it can be opened in Mozilla Firefox, which is a web browser. So just double click on it and you can see the output here. So here some, these are already open, let us close them. Okay, so after execution, yeah, yes, you can see that. So all these three items will be appear here, 1 2 3, marking from 1 to 3 here. So now I think this concept is quite clear to all of you. How now second question which is very important regarding to OL tag is that what are the different types of marking. So these are the different types of marking in within OL tag. Here you can see here type 1 when you want to mark with number 1, and then type A when you want to mark with uh, capital letters A B C D. And one thing should be always remember that numbering numbered with number item, the list item will be numbered with numbers. It means by default it start from 1, then after 2, and then 3. If you want to start from capital letter A and then B, then C, then D, then just write type is equal to A. Actually type is an attribute here, so type must be written within OL tag, and when you write type is equal to 1, then counting will start from 1. When you just write type is equal to A, small or capital, and then it will start from A or small a or capital. And when you type I, capital or small I represent uh, Roman numbers, and capital or small here. And there is a program here. So this is a small program here. You can see that here we write type is equal to 1, and since it is default, and if we omit this, then by default the answer will be the same as the previous one, so there is no effect at all. So just try type, remember that type is the attribute of OL tag, so it is written within the OL tag. So just write type is equal to 1 within the OL tag, and you can see here. Then if you want to write it in uppercase letter, then it is also possible, and we can see here. So first of all, let us execute this program, and there is only one difference, and the difference is that we write type or is equal to 1, and rest things are same as that of the previous one. And space is not a mandatory part of HTML. Here space is shown, space is used to show the the nested elements or the root elements. So it is a good practice to write different tags using space, which show the clear cut idea, which gives us a clear cut idea about which tag is a part of which tag. And you can easily see that we use OL tag here and OL type 1. So by default it always starts from a number. So basically our program's output remains same. because if we don't give this, by default it's count from 1. And this is a multiple choice question and several times asked in examination, that what is the default type of ordered list. So default type of order list is 1 2 3 4, start from number 1. So I think now it is very much clear to all of you that how this tag behave. So here our focus is to make a list, and to make a list, we have three options. Either we use to pick ordered list or unordered list or description list here. So ordered and unordered list are very simple to use. Ordered list means there are something numbering or marking with the alphabet or roman also, roman character, roman digits also. But in unordered list there is a marking of using symbols, circle, disk, etc. We can study the different types of unordered list in our next lecture, but today our focus is to understand all about ordered list here. So ordered list, first of all just write ol tag, and then after, if required, just type the attribute if required. And if you don't give any attribute, then it takes default attribute here, as in this case default attribute is type is equal to 1. It means counting will always start with number 1, and then the item of the list. Here the item of the list are coffee, tea and milk, and they should be represented within a li tag. So li tag is a close tag, and whatever you write within li tag must be a part of this list. So here we can see that there are three different items of a list, and these three items are coffee, tea, milk. So when we put these items in an order list using li tag, these all tags should be printed by giving numbering 1 2 and 3. So this is all about ordered list tag. So it is a very uh, important as far as web page is concerned, because when you create a web page, then in web page if you want to put up a list, then it is only possible using list tag. And there are different types of list here: ol for ordered list, and ul for unordered list, and for descriptive list, description list also dl is used for that purpose, which is discussed in our later on. And so let us execute this. You can see that, refresh the web page and nothing will happen. It means the result output will remain same, because as I told you that earlier that type 1 is default. Now let us check another. It is an uppercase letter. So if you want to put the list item with a numbering in uppercase letter, capital S, small a, small z here, then you can put also, just copy it. And here I use copy paste operation because I want to just save your time. Here you can write this program on notepad and try to execute all these programs, and they will be successfully executed. And here you can easily see that. So HTML body remains same, and the content inside it will be changed here. Then here the only difference between this program and previous one is that in previous program we just write type is equal to 1, but here we write type is equal to a. Then just go to your web page, save the program, and just refresh the web page and you see the output of this program. Yes, and these all are in capital letters. So if you want to put content of a list in capital letters, just write type is equal to a. And if you want to put in lowercase letter, just write type is equal to small a within a double quotes. It is very important. So let us check it again. So you can write this program, almost elements are same, so don't need to copy this, only just copy the type, or just write small a in place of capital A, and you can easily see the difference. Just save the program first, and the changes will be reflected on a web page. Let's refresh the page. You can easily see that small abc is there. So this is a very simple program here. Now you can use upper Roman numbers. For upper number no, Roman numbers, you can write capital I, and for small Roman number you can write small I here. So just write capital I, upper Roman numbers. Let us see what happens. Just go to your program and then make a small change here. Just write capital I in place of A, and you can see that type is changed now. Just save the program, go to your web page again and refresh the web page. You can see that here numbers are represented in row numbers are there, 1 2 3. So now lowercase letter, for lowercase letter just you have to type just small I in place of capital I, and output will be there with small Roman numbers. Just write small I in place of capital I. Just save the program, and then just go to your web page. Okay, you can see that. Now our next topic is control list counting. Counting is always start from 1. Is it possible that we start counting from another number, suppose from 10 or from 12 or from 20? So there is a mechanism also by which we can easily change our counting number, and for that purpose there is a attribute named start, which is used with the ol tag, which change your counting number. In this case we can easily see that. Just write ol, and within ol tag just write attribute. Name of the attribute is start here, and then equal to then value, and value is 50. So counting will be automatically start from number 50 here. Number 50 here. Number 50 here, and type is by default 1. So let us change this. Okay, now start 50, and just write type is equal to 1. You can write type is equal to 1 intentionally, otherwise it is by default, and just try to execute the program. No output. Oops, no output at all. Can you guess what is the mistake here in this program? Let's check it. A small mistake here, and because of this value is not printed here. You can easily see that start value is not given within double quotes. First value is given type is equal to 1 within double quotes here, and start is not given with double quotes. Start is equal to 50, only single double quote is here, open tag open, and not is closed. So if we try to execute this program, then actually HTML doesn't show any type of error. If the tab is properly working, then the output regarding to this will be displayed, otherwise no output will be displayed. So you have to change, you have to make the change here. So just put double quotes here, and you can easily see that. Now you can easily see that the output is start from 50. Just refresh the web page. Okay, 50, 51 and 52. Now can we use two attributes with ol tag? So answer is yes. You can also use two attributes within a OL tag, and just write the two attributes and give a small difference there, and you can write this as in this: type is equal to 1, start is equal to 50, then counting will always start from 50. What is the output when we start it from, and we take type is equal to a, not a number but a alphabet, small a or capital A, small I, capital I. Can you guess what happens? Okay, let us see. Just write capital I and then 50. Then it starts from the save the program and execute it. Refresh the web page. You can see that. Okay. So in row 1, counting starts from 50. But what happens if we write a letter here, small a, uppercase letter or lowercase a or uppercase a? Because in English there are only 26 alphabets, and when we write 50, then what happens? Is there any error, or it will show? Okay, AX here. So after when A to Z is counting is done, then it is start from A B A C, something like that. To check this, just write type A and then start 6. So sixth character of the alphabet will be printed here, and this is F. So F will be printed. Let us check it. Just refresh the web page. Yes, FGH, 3 count program, 3 items will be printed here. Start from F, G, and go to H, and F to H. Next, our topic is nested HTML list. And what is nested HTML list? List inside list is called the nested HTML list. So we can create a list within a list, that is called the nested HTML list. And in board exam especially, one question is always asked regarding to a nested list, because it include both type of list, ordered and unordered. So focused on the topic, your focus is on the topic, because it definitely asked in examination. Just write here, okay, list, and then you can see that we can pass a list as a item in a list. As we know that OL tag is used here to define a list, and different data items are there: coffee, tea, and milk. But if you want to put up a list inside that list, so just write OL inside the list here, and you can easily see that coffee, tea, and milk are the item of the list, and black tea and green tea the type of the tea here, because this is the type of list here. And this is a called nested list inside a list. Let us check it, what happens after the execution of that program. So here black tea and green tea are the part of the tea item. This is called the nested list. Refresh the web page, you can, oh yes, you can easily see that black tea and green tea are the type of tea here, and these are marked with numbers. And why these are marked with number? Because default type is number, and main OL tag is start with A, so that's why counting start from A here. Now second program regarding to that list is, just type here you can see that this is list items, different list items there. Milky is at last position. Just remove it, and okay, let us try something more on this topic. Here you can easily see the output of this program. 1 and 2 are the type of the inside list. Counting starts from number here. So this is all about ordered list, and here you can see that this is a summary of this chapter. OL element is use the OL element to define an ordered list, and use the HTML type attribute to define the numbering type, and use the HTML li element to define a list items, and a list can be nested. List under list is called the nested list, and list item can contain another HTML element, and different HTML tags are list tags are there. So some of these we learn in this lecture. These are UL tag and li tag. In our next lecture we learn about ordered list, unordered list. In this lecture we discuss about ordered list, and next lecture we will discuss about unordered list. So unordered list is there, and for ordered list you can use OL, for unordered you can use UL, and to define a list item you can use li. It is used both with UL and OL. Then DL is used for description list here. So let us take a quick implementation of UL tag. Just write UL in place of OL. Let us check what happens. It will be discussed in our next lecture, but let us take a brief introduction of this topic. Just write UL in place of OL, and what happens? Just refresh the web page. Okay, you can easily see that solid or circle, or we can say the disk is appear there in place of number. So that is the role of UL or unordered list. There is no numbering or marking here in unordered list. So I hope now you are able to implement the ordered list program in HTML. So just write all the programs or concept used for representation of ordered list in this video, and always remember that is a very important concept, and many number of times, especially nested list, is asked many number of times in our examination. So many number of times in the examination, always there is always one question regarding to a list or nested list, because nested list we can nest ordered list and unordered list into each other. So nested list is asked so many number of times. But before discuss about before we have to start discuss about ordered list or nested list, you have a good idea or knowledge about how to implement ordered list and unordered list. So here in this lecture we will we discuss here only about ordered list, but in that our next lecture we will definitely discuss about unordered list. So I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching this video.